Welcome to Escape This Podcast, a show that's a mix between tabletop role-playing and escape room puzzles. This is the second episode of Up in the Air, our fun new 5-part series.
Yeah, I'm really embracing the mini arcs. I think like, a 10-parter is great, but I think my personal writing attention span is starting to wane.
You've given up on the novella and you've gone straight down to short stories.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Every episode we have guests come on and try and solve an audio escape room and match their wits against puzzles that no human brain could ever hope to conquer. That's the point of an escape room, right?
That's totally what you want to hear from the person who playtested it.
Yeah. Oh, this one's really bad, everybody. This episode, we have the rare trio on Escape This Podcast. We have the 3 hosts of the podcast It's Just a Game. 3 podcasters, 3 dirty, terrible traitors that no one should ever trust. Welcome to the show. Firstly, Ivan.
Hello, everybody. Hi, it's so nice to be here.
We're very
That's
excited
dirty
to
traitor
have
talk.
you. Just like we
I
are
hate
excited to have Ryan.
How dare you? Faithful. 100% faithful.
But you're a traitor
Spoilers,
in your heart.
I haven't reached the end of the season yet.
Oops.
Sorry,
well, to be
series.
fair, in episode
No,
1,
no,
yeah.
But Danny
can
also wasn't paying
change.
attention. And finally, Wilf, welcome.
I think I'm the actual filthy traitor here. I'm the actually only filthy one.
More filthy than traitor, am I right?
Yeah, 100%.
We're very excited to have you on the show. We introduce you as being part of It's Just a Game as a podcast. Does anyone want to give a rundown for people who want to know more about what it is that show is about?
Yeah, look, It's Just a Game is the podcast where we watch reality TV so you don't have to. And so in every episode, we're going to go over some of our favourite strategic, competitive reality TV shows, and we're going to go over the strategies, how you win the game, how you approach the game, some of the drama, the funny moments. We'll dish out awards, and we'll tell you whether it's worth watching. And usually it is, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing a podcast about it, would we?
No, we have watched some a few times and gone, actually, we're not even going to carry on with that.
Yeah, the more.
Oh, I can't wait to hear which ones those were.
Netflix The Mole, we were fully intending to do 2 episodes,
Really?
and we did 1 episode halfway through, and I was so angry, and we were all so angry, it made for terrible radio, so we never did episode 2. And we still have people who say, when's The Mole Part 2 coming? To which we respond, never!
You have to release like a 4-second episode. The Mole,
Yeah.
part 2 is like, it's not good, everybody.
See,
Bye.
part of me is surprised to hear that would make bad content, because normally that sort of rage is great to listen to. But on the other hand, we have Twitch streamed some video games that we do not want archived because we just got so dirty as we were playing through them that we started getting mad at the chat.
I think that's the thing. If you've got the kind of brain that can make fun of bad TV, that's really good. And we did try that, but mainly it's just us being really sad and depressed. And nobody wants to hear that.
I don't think you're going to be sad and depressed, hopefully, with this escape room. But how are you with escape rooms in general? We always ask the same questions of our guests when they come on the show. So I'll sort of have an open question to all 3 of you. What is your escape room experience?
So we've been really good friends ever since we were on the UK Traitors, and
Aw.
this culminated in Wilf and I doing a massive charity walk from London to Liverpool. Was it last year, Will?
I think it was the year before last.
Year before last. Time passes fast. And one of the things we were quite excited about doing when we got to Liverpool was, the day after we finish, we'll head into Liverpool, and Wilf is friends with people who run a really good escape room there. So we were going to do an escape room together as kind of like a reward for winning. But then the night we got there, Wilf, saw all of his old friends. His family's from Liverpool, so they all came round. And he got absolutely raging drunk and then just refused to get out of bed in the morning. And I think part of it was quite sweet. It was like he's finally home. His wife was there. His mum was there. He didn't want to do anything. So I was there being like, I'm ready to go to town now. and he just didn't come. But luckily, Ryan was there because he'd met us at the end like an absolute bloody legend. So me and Ryan went, and we mainlined about 6 escape rooms in front of these poor people who had fully given us free tickets to the escape room because Wilfred Webster from the Traitors was going to come and promote it. And instead you get the people who came respectively 18th and 14th in Series 1. Did you come 14th? Did you do better than that? Maybe 12th, Ryan. Anyway, we did better in the escape rooms than we ever did on the Traitors. But I think that the what were they called? Breakout Liverpool got a bit of a raw end of the deal there, didn't they?
No, they did. And I had a broken foot. It was awful. I don't even know why I showed up for this.
Oh, you broke the foot walking with us earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my god, yeah.
sorry, I didn't realize that this was a walk with obstacles.
The obstacle was my physical shape.
As Ivan's already said, like one of my friends, they have escape rooms in Liverpool. So whenever I go to Liverpool, I try and fit in a couple at least. So I'm quite down with escape rooms and tabletop stuff. But I sort of got into that because Ivan introduced me to Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. So I haven't got as immersed as I want to be into it because I've just got a really weird, strange, busy life. But I need to fit in more tabletop stuff in my life.
That is the other element of this show, is escape rooms in this tabletop style. So maybe this will be the experience that you need. You'll be like, oh, now I can just do a tabletop escape rooms for the rest of my life.
I taught you to play D&D on this same walk, but we did it paperless. So just as we walked along canal, endless canals, we
amazing.
just built him a character sheet and we just started doing like and actually, this is very fitting. It was a prison escape themed D&D.
Hey.
So he was like trying to figure out how he's going to get out of this big prison. And yeah, so you've never actually played it with pen and paper. We did have a dice, and occasionally we would like get out our cup we were having tea in and stop, and you'd roll the dice into the cup to figure out, to resolve any dice roll, and then carry on the walk from there. It was quite delightful, wasn't it?
You roll a 2 and it looks like you're going to fail, but the
Loved
tea
it.
leaves have made a little O next to it. You go, that's it! I've done it! Natural 20!
That's lovely. I didn't expect this to all be like such a big interconnected universe.
We've learned that the three of you have hosted a podcast and done one walk. And this is the extent.
That's all there is to say.
A lot happened on that walk. It was
A
the most
very
eventful
good
walk I've ever heard.
Broken foot, escape rooms, Wilf not waking up.
A real modern day Lord of the Rings. One big long walk.
My experience with tabletop games is I think I probably got into D&D quite late. I think probably through the Adventure Zone, but I became so into it and obsessed by it and enlivened by the possibilities that within a couple of years it was my job. And so I was the official dungeon master for a tech company. And this is what tech startups could at some point afford to do, though no longer. And that's why I now work for myself. But I was, running D&D full time, and then branched out into all sorts of other immersive role-play style games. I even ran a LARP for my work and stuff. So it's always been very, very central to me. But I think I was probably running role-playing games much, much earlier than I knew what role-playing games were. Because when I was a little boy, I'd run them for my friends. There would be no dice rolling. It would just be, I tell you the story and then you decide what happens next. And we would do this for hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks. So I think it's always been pretty central to my kind of toolbox of play.
Isn't it amazing? Like, I tutor teenagers, and sometimes you ask them what their goals are in life, but then I often brush them aside a little bit when they say they don't know what they want to do when they're older. And I say, of course you don't. You don't know what jobs exist.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know that job existed.
They're not going to sit there saying, I'd like to be the professional dungeon master for a tech startup. It's not on there. Ryan, do you have any tabletop role-playing experience?
Not that much, to be honest. I mean, like I used to love a role play game when I was a teenager, and we had all these online games. But once I became an adult, I never got into it, and I think it's just down to the time commitment, which is why this podcast is perfect, because this is a neatly self-contained tabletop role play / escape room. So I'm here for this.
You'll be done in a reasonable amount of time, but we'll be finished. You won't have to try to organize a schedule to get together again in a few days or a week or a month or 6 months, a year. Maybe we can make it happen in 18 months. Okay, 2 years later, we can do session 2.
I will say, if as soon as we're done here, like in a week or two, you email us back and say, hey, can I do another one? I miss it. That will make me feel great.
Okay, I'm going to write an email now just so we have it.
Lovely. Well, I think we don't need to talk about what's going to happen next time. We can start this time right now. Danny, are you ready? Is everything good to go on your end?
It certainly is. Do we need to give any context to our players about episode 1?
Honestly, looking at the intro, I don't think we do.
Basically, no. But, okay, yeah, it's basically standalone. I think we'll be fine.
This is a self-contained little adventure just for the three of you.
The fact that I listened to the previous episode, does that mean that I get extra bonus special escape
You
points?
get some points.
Yeah. We'll give you 50 out of 700 points.
Yeah, I'll just mark that down. Thank you.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Okay.
In that case, I think we're about ready to begin.
Let's go.
Mhm. Most people who hire you are, shall we say, the less scrupulous kind. Your set of investigatory skills appeals to people who skulk in dark corners, eavesdropping for secrets they can use for their own benefit, hoping you can lift just the right item from just the right pocket for them. Which means that when the letter arrived, you weren't sure how to react. None of your clients generally want anything kept in writing. This one is different. You checked, and apparently it's real. The person requesting your services is Princess Matilda, nicknamed the Princess with the Lily-White Tongue. What are you even supposed to do? You meet one of the royal family. What do you wear? Say, if you offend her, will you be cast into the dungeons? The pressure almost makes you turn the assignment down, but burning curiosity keeps you and takes you walking to the instructed meeting place by the outskirts of the castle. Between the castle wall and a large oak tree, your contact is waiting. She's very young. Maybe a handmaid of the princess? Or it could be the princess herself. You don't know, and you really don't want to get that confused. So you approach, you make the quickest amount of eye contact, and you do some movement between a bow and a nod. And it seems like you chose right. Her eyes glint with approval, and she waves a hand to dismiss your minor reverence.
Not necessary. Let's take a walk.
Okay, great. No doubt in your mind now this is Princess Matilda. You try to match her manner to her famous nickname, but nothing too obvious stands out. Maybe these sort of names are just made up with no real reason behind them. You also don't know where you're being led, but as you go, she gets straight to business talking.
If you're as good an investigator as people claim, you'll already know that my father is dying. It could happen any day now. And even though he's an incredibly clever man, he's made a great error in judgment. He hasn't announced which of me and my siblings will inherit the crown. I can think of only one reason he's delayed so long, which is that none of us has yet shown him the skills required to rule. My brothers and sisters have had years and not amounted to anything, but me, I've only just come of age, so I haven't had the chance yet. I understand the ins and outs of this kingdom better than any of them, and I intend to prove myself right now.
She points ahead. In the center of an unobtrusive field of grass is a set of doors built going down into the earth.
I was closer to father than anyone, and he taught me that the most important job he has as king is to do what nobody else will do, what needs to be done. I have to show him I can do that.
That raises alarms for you. This door leads to the dungeons, doesn't it? Or worse, you take a step back from her. She gives you a funny look, and then seems to realize.
Oh, no, this isn't. This is the entrance to the royal vault. If I steal father's most precious possession from inside it, I can blackmail him. It's a move he would respect.
Right. I mean, weird, but I guess it explains why she hired you of all people. Thieves know when to use external resources, and you are a very good resource. Princess Matilda stoops down and lifts something from inside her left shoe. A key. She doesn't look like she's supposed to have it. As she's unlocking these doors, you ask, well, what's his most precious possession?
No idea. I don't even know what's down here. Whatever it is, he comes down here all the time. It's why I knew exactly where he kept his key.
You then ask if there are any traps, because you've heard tales about how royalty protects their treasures. And unhelpfully, Princess Matilda shrugs.
I haven't been inside. However, I did do some reconnaissance of this stairwell earlier and managed to eliminate one obstacle.
You traipse down the stairs and almost cry out as you see the body of a guard sprawled out on the floor in front of you.
Oh, hush. He's not dead. He's drugged. I bought us some time so we can get in. I couldn't figure it out, hence my bringing you. To find the keys to my kingdom, so to speak.
You tear your eyes off the guard and look at your surroundings. You're not in the royal vault yet. There's an enormous solid door still in your way. You're just in this opening stairwell. Princess Matilda is looking at you expectantly, and you suppose your job begins now. Get through this door, then locate the king's most precious possession. Whatever it may be.
Go on.
You are free. You can examine whatever you would
Go
like.
on, Surf.
I just wonder, is the king's most precious possession going to be his mistress? It usually is. Just...
And she's often kept in a vault as well, so that actually tracks.
Welcome,
I mean, how else are you going to preserve her?
Well, okay, so what do we see? We see Princess Matilda. We see a drugged guard.
Mm-hmm. And you see the
And
big
a
old
big
door in
wooden
front
door.
of you. Mm-hmm.
I mean, should we go and see if we can rouse the guard?
Whew.
I was going to shake through his pockets, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's check his pockets.
You go over to this guard. His breathing is slow, but just loud enough that you're not worried for his safety. Hopefully he stays knocked out for as long as you're down here. One of his sleeves has been pushed up slightly, and you happen to see a splash of ink. Looks like someone has written on his arm. You take a peek. It says, "My name is Ronak. Ronak. That's weird. Why would he need to remind himself of his own name?
That's fascinating.
Ugh.
I don't think it is his name.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. It says his name's Ronak.
Yeah, why would he lie about this?
I have no reason to doubt him.
I think his name is Ronak.
Should we look at the door? See what this big door's all about?
Absolutely. I would say you can absolutely loot him some more if you like as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Any more tattoos?
You give him a little bit more of a rough down. You pat him all over the place. One of his pockets rustles. You reach in and you pull out a small but wide sheet of paper. And very clearly, not a long piece of paper, a wide one. And this will be your first image of the room.
Yes, for people at home, you can see this note in the show notes below. Wilf, would you like to describe what it is you're seeing for the people at home?
I am seeing a bunch of letters that isn't the actual alphabet. It's just random letters. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
In Australia, that's how the alphabet's done.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
IXHOBRLEW.
I knew I forgot to account for the cultural differences. That's
No,
really
yes.
offensive, Ivan.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Honestly.
That was New Zealand, was it, the accent?
Yeah, exactly.
It also says don't share with other guards in the corner. And there's like a shape, right?
There's a wiggle, yeah.
It looks like the shape of the end of a table, but it's got a bruise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like a puzzle piece.
It looks like one half of a keyhole.
Oh, it does look like one half of a keyhole, doesn't it? Or the backwards bubble writing of a P, but without the long line vertically. Do not share with other guards. And my name is Ronak. Ronak. I mean, all the letters are there. And I think looking at this now, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. There are 26. So that is the entire alphabet, but jumbled up.
Can I suggest maybe the position of the letter can be random? The letter R is the 6th in that order. O is number
that would
4.
Be F, FD.
N is number 16.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's nothing so far.
No, 1 is A.
Yeah.
And K is 14.
Solved it. Foodpan.
That's his real name.
Can't we look for the name Ronak in them letters and then see what letters are actually replacing Ronak's name in the alphabet?
Yeah,
there? Does that
the
make
other way
sense?
around. Yeah, no. The problem is R is quite far along from the alphabet. I've got to count. And I can only count if I do the song in my head.
R is 18.
So number 18 in there is...
Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. F. Footpan. It's going to quicker find the answer here is footpan.
O is...
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. 15.
V. It's V, isn't it? I think it's V. Doesn't make sense.
F, V. Fuv. I think we're onto something here, guys. Is there any point? I don't think any names that I know start with F, V.
That'd be a K after the V.
It's not looking great, but A is A.
And the clue is, if the hosts start solving the puzzle for you, they're saying
It's not looking good, yeah.
we just like solving puzzles. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
true. The puzzle that you're doing, I didn't invent, so this is new and exciting for us.
Okay, so I loudly say the word foodpan to the princess.
You've uncovered my father's greatest secret.
That's his mistress's name.
Is Mistress Foodpan? What's she doing down here?
Is that a good time to check if the guard has got back pockets?
There is nothing more that you can glean from his pockets. You have found everything this guard has to offer.
So we've got my name is Ronak, and we've got this jumbled up alphabet, which is useful. I think we need one more piece of vital evidence. Should we look at the door?
Yeah, let's look around.
Very fair. The door is as broad and hefty as any rich person would expect the door to their vault to be. Not only that, it is locked with 5 locks that require 5 different keys to open this. Oh wow, that could take a while. Although there is one upside. Right at the base of the door, you now spy a set of keys that look like it was dropped or flung from the guard's hand when he collapsed. And while these keys, you pick them up, they have subtle differences in their teeth. Their overall design is basically the same. The butt end, the bottom of the key, has a large circle, followed by a long body, then the teeth, and a little knobbly bit at the top. However, each key is a very different length from the next. Some of them are as small as your little finger, others are getting almost as long as your forearm.
Oh.
How many keys are there here?
Oh, look, it seems like there might be just about 24 or so.
2
26
dozen plus
maybe.
2, maybe?
Oh,
Okay, so look,
you're a peasant. You haven't learned that much counting.
should we line up the butt end, and that's your word, not mine, of the key against the funny shape on the left of our paper,
Yeah.
and then see about the lengths of the keys. And we're looking for keys that reach the letters R, O, N, A, and K.
It feels like this could almost work. Now, the butt end is just a big circle, though, so it doesn't feel like that end fits into that shape.
Oh.
But does the length of the key match? My theory there
The
is that
lengths of the keys, though, do feel like they correlate reasonably well here.
Well, you did emphasize about the length of the piece of paper earlier, so that's obviously
Yeah.
there's a reason. So the length of the piece of paper to do with the piece of the one of the keys, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Looking
same
at the
length?
keys, is there a part of every key that has the same shape as the backwards bubble P that we're looking at there?
absolutely. You would argue that the weird knobbly bit at the very top of the key does that. So putting the big circles towards the letters.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that that symbol and that sort of the height of the paper is a base. If we find a key that perfectly matches this, then that will be key A. Then the next key in the order that it is on the keychain will be X, then H, and so on.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that we line up the knobbly bit of each key and then see where the hole where you'd put it in your key ring, what letter that reveals if we put the ones that reach R, O, N, A, and K.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what? You do this, you start placing the keys in, and it's a lot quicker than going through and testing every key on the locks. They look like old, difficult locks to get through. And it does seem like every key, its back end would circle a single different letter. And so in the end, you do find 5, one for each of the letters of Ronak.
Ooh. All right.
There we are.
I give up and walk up the stairs again.
Yeah, seems right.
That's only fair. You expect your fee in the mail.
Should we do it then? Should we put them in? Starting
Put
from
them in.
R and going down? I mean,
Yeah, there's a very clear order to those locks. So this feels like it makes sense. You put the first one in, the R key, and it does indeed turn and unlock the first lock. So you keep going, you do that. The 5 keys go into the 5 locks one by one. You twist until they clank open. You and Princess Matilda can now heave the vault door open. Well done. Sunlight and torchlight from the outer passage reflect around well enough. You have no trouble seeing everything that's in here. So you step inside and you survey your new surroundings. So this is where I like players to draw a map. You don't have to, you can just write things. I just like having people illustrate them. They're always better than mine. You have entered through the center of the south wall. In both the southwest and northwest corners, so up and left and down and left, you see a pedestal. The southwest one appears to have gemstones sitting on it, and the northwest has a jewellery box with a glass cloche or cloche over it. There's one last pedestal in the very center of the room, but this one has a more opaque covering, so you can't see into it. And Princess Matilda frowns.
Oh, maybe that's Father's coin collection?
She's just speculating. In the northeast corner is a solid documents cabinet, and in the southeast corner is a wooden trunk. Finally, something that really draws your eye is a large portrait hanging from the center of the north wall. You take a step towards it, and you almost fall flat on your face because there's another body lying right in front of the open vault door. And Matilda jumps as well.
Oh, don't look at me. I didn't do it.
Oh my god, your heart is racing. You look down. Oh, it's okay. Hold on. It's not another body, but it is a life-sized effigy of a human body.
Ugh.
Ooh.
That's everything that you can see in the room at this point.
Should we check the body first again?
Should we check? Yeah.
Yeah.
Always check the body.
Yeah, it can only
Can
make
we see
sense.
if they've written their name on their arm this time?
You turn the canvas being over. It's sewn pretty elaborately. It's coloured to even have a face, and its features are sewn into a deep scowl. Princess Matilda surveys it, arms crossed.
How very odd. It looks a bit like father, but it's not quite right. And I can't imagine he'd keep a false version of himself like that in here with his treasured possessions.
Can we ask the princess in what ways it differs from father?
It looks similar, but it might not be him. It does remind me of him, though.
Just superficial.
It's definitely not him. It's made of
Oh,
straw.
it is an
string.
effigy. It is not made of human flesh. Let me check. No, definitely not human flesh. That's fabric and straw.
And trust me, I know human flesh.
I'm a bit of a student of human flesh, and I can tell flesh from straw. Don't let the rumors fool you.
Okay, so she won't actually. I don't want to press her on this, but she won't actually go into details about how it's different from father, apart from that it's made of straw and stuff.
Look, it is a little bit hard to tell with an effigy, but you suspect that it could just be like, oh, it's got some eyebrows. I don't know if those look like his eyebrows. Just little things like that.
This could
Okay, I
be
see,
an
I see.
incredibly accurate effigy for someone who's not quite my father, or a slightly worse made effigy of a person who is my father.
Given it's made of strong fabric, can we rip it open and see what's in there?
It seems like it's made a little bit, like I said, it was sewn quite well and elaborately. It doesn't seem like it's going to want to have that happen too well.
Okay.
Okay. Does it
nothing
have
in
his fingerprints?
As far
Yeah.
as you're aware, it does not have fingerprints. Its hands do not act like hands.
Is it wearing clothes with pockets? If so, could we check them?
It's not.
It's an effigy of the naked king.
Seemingly, they went into lots of detail about the body, but not the clothes.
Does he have an innie or an outie?
Both.
And that's what makes him king.
Can I go see if the cabinets are open?
The documents cabinet? Absolutely.
Trust you to go straight for the admin, Wilf.
This cabinet is small and sturdy, and from the outside, you can't at all tell how much is in it. And unfortunately, it is locked with a combination lock that requires 6 letters to open it.
The first FVKAD, because that's
Let's do Ronak and then every letter after it. Okay, all right. So we've got 6 letters. I'd like to look at the portrait. I think I'm an admirer of good art.
And fair enough. The portrait, it's peeling a touch at the corners, but beyond that, in excellent condition. And the subject, a woman in perhaps her early 40s, she's just glowing in this. And Princess Matilda frowns at it.
That might be my grandmother? She died when I was young, but there's enough superficial similarity between her, me, and my sister that I'd believe it.
What's her grandma's name?
My grandmother's name is also Matilda. I've sidestepped that issue quite elegantly.
And what's your sister's name?
My sister, well, she's...
Do know that.
Let me just consult with my counsel here.
It's Anne.
It's Anne.
Any brothers?
You know the portrait.
I do. I have
Yes.
one brother,
What?
at least, that we saw last episode of Escape This Podcast.
Do you remember his name?
And his name was Connor.
I got it.
Well done, Ivan. I'd forgotten.
Thank you. Is it any pets?
I've got 17 cats.
Oh wow! I bet they've got amazing names.
You would think, however, they remain unnamed. Cats need to do work. They just keep all of the rats out of my palace.
Okay.
As she's saying all of this, I want to inspect the peeling of the portrait and see if there's anything underneath the peeling paint.
You give it the slightest of touches. It's up there quite firmly. It doesn't feel like the painting itself is going to be doing any moving. And you touch the paint, and no, it doesn't feel like this is suspicious at all. It's just, it has been here for a long time.
Please don't destroy the portrait.
Should we move counterclockwise around the room and have a look at the cloche?
One in the top left was jewelry, yes. It's a simple wooden jewelry box sitting underneath this transparent glass lid, essentially, and you try to pull it off and it doesn't move from the pedestal, and you look around, you can't see. I don't know, as far as you can tell, it has no way of opening. Maybe the king has some secret way of doing it, but you can see inside just fine. And despite the modest box, the accessories in here must be worth a significant fortune. Let's get an image of that, shall we?
Yes, so you can see that jewelry yourself. For people playing along at home, you can see this image in the show notes below. Ivan, would you like to have a crack at describing this jewelry for everybody at
We're
home?
still deep in the ravages of my paint drawings here.
And it's amazing. An 8x2 grid of jewelry. They look like they've been drawn in Microsoft Paint. There are, I would say, 3 sets of earrings. There's maybe 3 necklaces. There's a few kind of brooches, some shapes, a couple of shapes.
Yeah, those would be, there are some bracelets and some rings from a top view.
Ah, that's rings from a top view. Okay.
Yeah.
Having done many escape rooms in my time, I try to brute force the cloche.
No, king's magic, it doesn't work.
Ah, damn it.
Can we go back to the glowing woman picture and see if any jewelry is being worn by the glowing
I love
woman
that.
on the wall?
Ooh, you know what? You take a bit of a closer look at what she's wearing in this picture. She's got a deep blue formal gown, and she does have a necklace of 3 sapphires to match.
Wilf, that was great.
That was great.
She's also got some earrings just visible under her flowing hair. They match her pale pink lips, which are turned into a nice warm smile, and her eyes are crinkled around the edges, so you know it's a real smile. Her hands are folded, and on the left you spot a very broad golden ring. Wait, that's a bit no. Sorry, it's actually 2 interlocking small golden rings, like what some people do for an engagement and wedding ring.
Do we have that on the... Can you guys see that
I'm not
one?
sure I can see that. I can see the emerald, but...
So we've got the sapphire necklaces, which is bottom, 3rd from the left on the bottom.
Yep.
We've got the pink earrings, which is top row, 1 from the right. But 2 interlocking golden rings.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that. He's top row, 4th from the left, and bottom row, 2nd from the right. Those 2 would make a
Oh, they do interlock.
They kind of interlock, don't they?
I like that. That's good.
So we've got 4 things there. In my notes, I've kind of like done a little grid, and I've got dot 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 x dot dot x dot 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 x dot dot x dot. So
What does that mean?
I look at the princess hopefully. We
yes,
solved it.
Those are my cat's names.
Okay. I feel like this might be something which we can use later.
Maybe we keep going around the room counterclockwise. There's another pedestal we haven't
Let's
looked
have a
at.
look
If we go down
at
to
the gemstones.
Mm-hmm. So the gemstones on display are seemingly the only expensive items in here not kept under a lock of some kind. Clearly not the king's precious objects you're here to steal then. They are worth more than you'd earn in a lifetime, every one of them, but, well, under Princess Matilda's watchful eye, you probably can't get away with just pocketing any of them for yourself, so you'll just have to look. There's nothing particular to notice about these, though there does seem to be pretty much one of everything. Sapphire, ruby, diamond, all of the nice gems you can think of.
anything special about the pedestal they're on?
Not at all, it seems. Not that you can tell.
Can we pick one up and see if anything happens?
Absolutely, you can pick any of them up, experiment, just playing around with them a bit, and no, it's... Yeah, these are kept strangely casually.
Is there more than one of each?
There are more than one of some, and some with only one.
I'm going to spend 1 hour rearranging these gemstones into different patterns.
They're very pretty. You feel good about yourself. Okay. You might change careers into being some sort of decorator after this.
I've got a feeling that the box might have something to do with a stone. You know, that we haven't seen the jewelry box yet, have we? Is it not the jewelry box, the chest in the corner?
Yeah, I was going to go to the chest in the southeast corner.
If anything, with these loose gemstones, I was thinking they could be like ingredients to replicate or make other gems in the room, but it sounds like we have pretty much nothing to do with them right now. Should we try the trunk?
The trunk is clean and plain and reminds you of the sort that children use to store toys and other belongings. It is also locked with a combination lock, but this one needs 4 digits to open. Also, just in the edge of your vision, you spot something. There's a corner of paper poking out from just underneath the trunk. You
Yes, please.
slide that out. And we don't need an image for this one because on it is just written a single sentence. And, it's got a bit of poisonous sort of tone to it as you read it. It says, "You can't put a price on your wife, but he certainly tried."
You can't put a price,
On your wife.
but he certainly tried. Wow. Well, we don't know who that refers to.
Could the princess tell us anything?
She can recognize it as her father's handwriting.
That's my father's handwriting, though he's written with such a poisonous tone.
Poisonous.
That's not a hint, I just thought the wording was nice when I saw it in the room notes.
What was your mum's name?
My mother had no name.
She married into the royal family, and that's what happens.
What was her price?
Well, I don't believe my mother had a price.
And
Correct. I wave the note at her. You can't put a price on her. Okay, so
You certainly
you can't put a
tried.
price on your wife. Is it like a rebus? Do we have to put the word wife and then put the word price on top and then shake our heads at it?
Price wife! Price wife!
Interesting.
Is there any sort of price tag around the room? Any sort of anything to do with price? Any number somewhere lying about the room?
Hard to say at this point. I mean, there's still a couple of things for you to look at, so I suppose.
Yeah, we didn't look at the middle thing, the thing in the middle.
The pedestal with the opaque covering and potential coin collection?
Still a couple of things to look at. So let's go to the middle for now. You look into the center, and it is true you can barely see through this opaque dome covering what you suppose must be some very precious coins. You can't even tell how many are in there, maybe half a dozen at most. You attempt to find an edge of the dome to get your fingernails under, but it won't lift off. The entire pedestal shakes a bit when you try. That's when you notice something. On the sides of this pedestal, there are 2 indents, hand-shaped indents, that look like if you push in there, they might release a latch. Now, there is a problem. While one of the handprints is roughly your size, the other is minuscule, not even the size of your palm, and it does look like it wants a whole hand to press in there, so you can't just, jam a finger in.
Does the effigy have hands?
It does, but yeah, they're kind of life-size sausage hands.
Does Ronak have tiny hands?
Yes, but still not tiny enough.
Oh, damn it. What about Ronak but further away?
Is there a possibility that we could put in gemstones to fill in that gap?
It really doesn't seem like none of them
Okay.
feel like they quite shapily match.
Could we scrape the hand off the portrait and put that on there?
No, the hands are interlaced with each other, so if you got one, you'd have to get the other. It would be a whole big thing.
Can we look at Matilda's hands?
I have the dainty hands of a princess, but they're not that dainty.
Okay, you said there were a couple of other things to check in this room. I haven't written down anything else to check, so is there something that you haven't told us about?
No.
Well, it's something that you definitely know is there.
Have we checked behind a door? We pushed the door open.
You did. You
certainly
came through
did.
a big door.
And
Ooh.
if this is anyone's first time listening, this is the motto of our show, is to always check the door.
I love it.
So you check around the back of the door that you came in. You haven't completely closed it because that feels terrifying to close yourself into the vault, but you can take a look at what's back here and, there is something interesting. Painted on the back of the door is a haphazard series of letters. They don't seem to make any sense, but that's not all. Spaced in odd places, too high and too low, are what look like brackets that you would use to hold flaming torches. Only the angles are not at all suitable for it, so they're basically croquet holes sticking out of the wall, and we do have a picture for that.
Yes, for people at home, you can see the strange back of a door, but Ryan will describe it to you.
I'm looking at a bunch of letters behind a door that seem to be in no particular order. I mean, there's some TICAS. The brackets are, again, disposed in a sort of weird way. It doesn't look like there's much of a theme there. Some of them seem to be pointing upwards, other pointing downwards. And next to each bracket, there is a letter. RRNNI.
To be clear, because this was one of the more difficult things to do in MS Paint, those brackets, they're not exactly pointing. They are like as if they were sticking out, like the hoop parts are sticking outwards. So,
do we have anything we can, like, put through those brackets?
you tell me.
Well, the effigy fit.
Oh my god, what about the effigy's limbs?
You know what? You and Princess Matilda pick up this fabric man, and it does kind of look like it's almost like pretend shackling this guy to a wall. And
Yes.
when you do, you get it done, and there he hangs, and things look a little bit different now.
What
So,
letters are left?
Let's
Yeah, has he covered up all but 6 of the letters,
Well, there
mayhap?
is another image that people at home can look at, but Will, would you like to describe the new version of this door? Effigy attached.
The new version has an effigy on it. It's just basically the same thing you looked at before, but there's letters that you can see now and then body on top of the rest.
And you're right, it does look uncannily like the king.
It looks just like my father.
Can we try every single possible way of putting the letters into the 6 letter?
Well, I'm sure you could.
It's bitter. The word is bitter.
Ooh.
BITTER. Can we try bitter?
And you know what? You have been getting some vibes of that so far from little things that you've been seeing, so it just feels a little bit fitting. And with that code, the cabinet drawers slide open for you.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Inside this cabinet, you find stacks and stacks of papers. Oh, they're all really boring kingdom-running nonsense. Except for one lonely sheet that doesn't look quite the same as all of the rest.
Oh my god.
Yes, there's another image. People at home, you can see this one as well.
Is it Wilf's turn this time?
He did describe last one.
sorry.
It wasn't much of a description, so why don't you have another go?
No, don't
Will?
let me describe this one, please. Don't,
Well, why don't you
no.
describe in detail every single thing you see written on this piece of paper? There's enough here that you can swap this off between you if you like.
I don't want to describe this. Could one of the other guys do it? It's too much.
I'll take this for you, Wilf. I'll take this for you. Okay, we see a note. It says, encased herein are the administrative documents regarding the contents of this private vault. In the event of my death, should items need to be sorted and distributed, contents include, it's got a list, personal documents, sparkling gems, handsome jewellery, sorely missed childhood memories, beloved mother's portrait, foul father's likeness, and then in brackets, there's a special place in hell for him.
Oh my.
Anything not listed above is not for distribution and must remain. And then we have, oh goodness, a 2 by 8 grid of numbers, 3 or 4 digits with a C afterwards.
Not another one?
We do have,
What are the
given
chances?
the jewellery, so we can immediately look at the digits here that we think are relevant, which would be 2320C,
Yep.
817C, 780C, and 1112C.
And as a local, you can feel very assured that the C probably stands for coins.
Oh, that's the denomination of coins?
Should we add these up? Sounds like it'd be a nice little code.
It could be 4 digits, couldn't it? Right, who's best at column addition?
iPhone calculator is, and it's in my hand.
Don't cheat! They didn't have that in the olden days.
You know what? Fair enough.
Okay, that's 9. That's going to be 12. We'll carry the 1. 15, 18, 19, 20. Carry the 2. I've got 5029C.
Can anyone confirm or deny that? Well, Bill is giving
Let
you a
me
thumbs
check.
up, so that helps.
Yes.
I confirm.
Do we want to try going to the wooden trunk? And I'm aware there seems to be more on this clue, but since we're following this lead, should we go to the wooden trunk and enter 5029?
The trunk unlocks. Well done. You tip the lid back and you take a look inside, and Well, it's mostly full of possessions that are so aged that they have pretty much desiccated and dissolved, well past being identifiable. There's only one thing in here that's still in good condition. A wooden horse, about as big as both your hands together, with a female doll riding it. She's mostly fabric and her arms and legs are like tied around the horse's neck and body to keep her in place, but her hands, feet and face are more like porcelain.
Does her hand fit the coin? The coin thing.
You know what? She's a little bit wrapped up around this horse right now. You'll have to do some untangling, but you have a sneaking suspicion. So, yeah, you can just get to work at carefully separating the two and extricating her. You carefully do so. The wooden horse rattles in apparent objection to what you're doing with every movement, but you ignore it and you get the doll free. And she does have some pretty delicate but solid hands.
Same. All right. So are we thinking we place the doll's hand on one half, and then does the other hand, is that just a generic hand size, like anyone's hand?
It
Close
was
enough to
definitely
yours,
close to
yes.
your hand in size.
Oh, my hand. Okay, so we're going to put our hand on the left and doll's hand in the right, and we're going to press gently.
You press down on both sides, and with a pop and a hiss of moving air, the top of the opaque glass is now removable.
What's under it?
You lift it off and see you were right about there being half a dozen spaces for coins. There are only 2 coins actually here, though, and they're not in any of the spaces. So there are 6 empty round slots where coins could fit, and just 2 coins sitting haphazardly in the middle. We've got yet another image for you. This is almost all of them.
Yes, for people at home, you can see these coins. I think you've done a fairly good description. There's only a little bit more description to do if you'd like. If Will, you can have a go at this one.
You can do this one, Will.
Yeah.
There are 6. It looks like a domino, and there's 6 spaces on the domino, like you would look at 6 on a domino. And in the middle to the left, there's 2 coins. One with 2 people looking like they're going to have a fight, and the other one is a hand, a small, delicate hand.
I appreciate that more than when Bill did the playtest and he went, cool, so there's a hand and some people playing patty cake.
That's what it looked like to me.
Can we try and put some gems into the slots to see if anything happens?
The gems do not feel like they are a good fit for it. The coins, if you just sort of put them in, they are an amazing fit. But annoyingly, they're all identical, so they could fit into any of the slots.
There is on the list with the encased herein and the administrative documents and so on. There are 6 items in the private vault, and personal documents, sparkling gems, handsome jewelry, sorely missed childhood memories, beloved mother's portrait, and foul father's likeness. Is there any chance that we're looking for 6 coins and each one represents these in some way? Like, sorely missed childhood memories could be the one of them playing patty cake, because of course that's what we all miss doing. And we're not allowed to do it anymore.
Or fighting. They could be fighting. Fighting is...
Ooh.
I
Ryan
think
has a
perhaps
face.
Each one of these lines also tells us where we're looking for the coin. Personal document, it's the chest of drawers of the personal document. Sparkling gems is the sparkling gems. Forefather's likeness is the effigy. Beloved mother's portrait is the thing on the wall. Each one of those lines tells us the order in which we should be putting up coins. Now we just need to find the coins, but I think that's our order.
Or it could just be listing the things in the vault.
You said that the horse was rattling. Is there any coins inside the little wooden horse? You said something about making noise and rattling.
Look, generally in escape rooms, you don't break things too hard, but it's a wooden horse. If there's not something inside, then it's just bad design. So you don't really want to destroy the king's last remaining childhood belonging. But you know what? You're on the job. Sometimes these things have to be done. So in the most reparable way possible, you crack the toy in half at the middle. And sure enough, what falls out are 4 coins. Well, hold on.
Oh. 4?
Well,
all 4 of them?
Well, yeah, but you think they're coins. It's actually a little bit hard to tell. They're the right size, but they're caked in decades of decay or rust or general filth. There's like a solid film of some black substance. It's like halfway between tar and electroplated metal.
Does Ronak have any WD-40 in his pocket?
Yeah, he has to. So, but does that matter? Are they still coin-shaped?
They're definitely coin-shaped, yes. But if
Can you
there is
see what's on
anything
them?
engraved on them, no, that's
you
what
can't
is
see
hidden
what's,
from you.
what's on them. They're sort
Okay.
of caked in this fairly hard material.
Mm.
We shrug and put them straight in the 6 slots with the other 2 coins.
Oh man, you know what's even more annoying? It's just a thick enough layer that they don't even quite fit into the slots. Ah.
Damn it.
We've got to find a way to clean them.
That's a great point. Right, any solvents? Let's have a look on our notes here.
Yes.
Oh, tell you what, is there a diamond of the gemstones? You said sapphire, ruby, diamond.
Oh
right?
yes, absolutely.
Diamond. Little known fact about diamond. It's the hardest material in the world.
What?
Can we scratch off the black film with a diamond, like using it like an abrasive cloth?
Oh, you've got to be a little bit careful here, but I mean, you know what? You give it a bit of a go. You have to be quite careful. You don't want to scratch the coins themselves, but you take a diamond, the pointiest looking one, and you carefully get to work, and sure enough, that blackness shears away. You get a little bit around the edges so that it's not too thick anymore, and enough that you can start to see the coin's actual images underneath. And this, I believe, may be your final image of the room.
But Ryan, I think it's your due. What do we see now?
I'm due. I'm looking at 4 additional coins. The first one has a purse on it. The second one has what appears to be a rubber duck with a little shower hat on it.
Sure. It does have a little shower hat on, doesn't
It
it?
does have a little shower hat. Can't get its hair wet. The third coin, and I'm reading them from they're in a sort of square shape. The third coin has got a bell on it. And the final coin has what appears to be a saw. We have 6 coins.
We have 6 coins, and that's great. And if we wanted to, we could just try all the orders like Will wanted to do with all the letters. But it'd be quite satisfying to work this out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's also 720 combinations.
We've got time. I look at the
Oh, no.
I don't know, Ronak is waking up as we speak.
Ronak is beginning to wake.
Bash him on the head.
He's propping himself up on his bottle of coin cleaning fluid, and he's ready to come in.
If I go back to that clue, like that wording, the wording is very specific. In the event of my death, should items need to be sorted, contents include. So I think we need to go back to this list and somehow sort these items in the order that's indicated by the 6 items, starting with personal documents.
What's the first one?
Personal documents.
Personal documents where there's a bag? I mean,
I'm just not sure these help, no.
No, I think this is the wrong clue for the
Yeah.
wrong thing.
But the use of the word sorted really...
Sorted, exactly. No, I completely agree with you there.
What about the you can't put a price on your wife, but he certainly tried? Is that any... Can we... We
many
need to
words
use
is
that?
Price
We haven't
was
used that, have we?
6 coins. We haven't used that. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you did find something that had a price. You did use a price in this.
Yeah, when we paid 5,029 coins.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was to open the trunk
And
where you
that
found
did
that
open the
note.
trunk and did involve the jewelry on the woman's portrait. So,
So
maybe
we
a clue
did.
that you
Oh,
saw.
I see. So we just skipped that clue because we're just so good at escape rooms.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wow. So the things we haven't used is, well,
Seems
this
like
is it. I think we've
pretty
used
much the
everything.
things that you are looking at. So great work. It means that you're nailing it.
Looking at this description, there's unnecessary words here like sorely missed and beloved and foul. Are we looking at like initials? Is PD personal duck? Or like, like, do you know what I mean? Is there like,
That's what we
S,
call
sorely-
rubber ducks in Australia.
It's not. It really is.
P for purse, S for saw, H for hand, another S for subaduck, B for bell, and F for fight. So it's just the duck, which would be squeaky toy.
Yeah,
or,
that doesn't seem quite right, does it?
It feels very close, but it's not quite right.
All right. Personal documents, sparkling gems, handsome jewelry. So where did we get? We thought purse. Oh, purse. Personal documents.
Purse document.
Purse.
Okay.
Spark. Is there such thing as a spark? Is there a spark there?
Maybe the fight is a bit of a spark.
Could be sparking, couldn't it? Hand.
Hand.
Got it.
That's that.
Saw.
Saw. That's a saw.
Bell. And foul!
So the one curious one that didn't seem to work was sparkling to turn into a fight. Was there a better way to make that happen?
A spa. It's a spa.
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 So it's a spa.
They're
Of course, it's
sparring.
bloody spa. So we're going to place them in the
that
order
order.
of purse, spa, hand, saw, bell, rubber duck.
Now that's so. I assume you're talking left to right, top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
as
Reading
you're going
order.
there.
Yeah.
So you put them in
Reading
the
order.
order that you have seen them as written on the list, and they obviously fit into the places, but nothing happens.
Oh!
Interesting.
Look at the room. Look at the shape of the room. So the top left.
You
was the
put them in that
jewellery
order.
box. The jewelry box, which
Yeah.
was the handsome jewelry. So we'll put the hand top left.
Yes.
The top middle was
Yes.
the peeling portrait.
the
So we'll
portrait,
put the
beloved. Bell.
Bell top middle. Top right was the documents.
That's a
so that's
purse.
gonna be the
Personal document.
Personal documents.
Bottom left, sparkling gems. So we'll put the fight.
Spa, nice.
Yeah.
Bottom middle, foul father's likeness. So we'll put the rubber duck.
The chicken. Yeah.
And the last remaining one would be the sorely missed childhood memory. So we'll put the saw there.
When you put them in that order, as the last coin slides into place, you hear a loud click come from the pedestal. Ooh, remember how before, when you were like grabbing the cloche trying to pull it off, or the covering trying to pull it off, it was like rattling a bit when you tried hard? You can now see that that was happening because this whole pedestal is on a sliding mechanism. And now you are able to slide it aside. Underneath
Please.
where it sat is a trapped door. You and Princess Matilda glance at each other, and she's as surprised by this as you are.
It's got to be a good sign.
Well, the two of you prise it open, and you're left with a person-sized hole with stairs going down into the earth.
Should we let her go first, just in case it's trapped?
Yeah.
That's fair. You
She's
follow.
more expendable than us.
Seems fair.
You follow her down the rickety stairs into the dark.
And the
Goes
mistress
deep.
pops out. Sorry.
It's me, Fredvac.
There is-
Vark.
I've been waiting for you. Wait a minute, your name isn't Ronak. How did you get in here?
So there's still some light from above, gives you just enough to work with. You reach the bottom, and when you reach it, a huge, shadowy being looms in front of you. It is Ferdnak. Oh my god. Your heart jumps a beat. But wait, hold on. This is another effigy situation. It's not alive. And this one's only very roughly human-shaped, but it's big, it's bulky, it's made of wood and metal, and oh my god, you've seen images of these before, but you did not know that your royal family partook. This is an Iron Maiden.
Oh my god.
It's the full-on, the torture device, full of spikes. It's only open a crack, and you're a bit reluctant to peer inside, but you do. And, okay, thankfully it's empty, except for all the spikes. And up close, you see some text carved into the front. Just 2 words. Special and place.
Special place.
Special place.
Are they written like a phrase, special place, or are they written separately from each other?
You could very well believe that it was one phrase.
Yeah, special place doesn't say anything to me right now. I've got to say, special place.
Can we ask the princess, did your father have a special place where he used to hide things?
Not that I can remember, but
Torture people?
special place. Didn't you say special place earlier? I swear I heard you say it. You were mumbling it to yourself, I think, but you definitely did.
Did we?
Did I?
A princess never forgets.
Well, it seems like an investigator does.
Run the tapes.
I'll edit in right now you saying it.
Beloved mother's portrait, foul father's likeness, and then in brackets, there's a special place in hell for him.
There it is. Look at
Oh,
these
yeah.
idiots. They don't even remember that bit, but you just heard it.
yeah. Special place. We said it, didn't we? Okay. Well, if we said it, it must have been on a clue.
I'm going back through the clues. None that involve a special place.
I'm looking at the fact that Princess Matilda apparently has a lily white tongue, and we haven't yet seen it. Does she have? You know,
No,
when
right?
you've got like you're quite dehydrated and you've got like white bits on your tongue. Does she have that?
She's very anemic.
Oh God! Give her a Mars bar.
Oh,
Okay,
there
okay.
is a special place. There is a special place. There's a special place in hell for him. Fowls father like this. There's a special place in hell for him.
Yes. Okay. In hell.
If we
So-
can we get the effigy back, put it into the Iron Maiden, see what happens.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Let's
yes,
do it.
Ryan.
You know what? You have descended into the bowels of the earth. It doesn't get more hell-like than that. So you head back up the stairs and grab the grandfather, you suppose, Princess Matilda's grandfather, and getting down here while carrying a life-size grandfather. It's a bit of a cumbersome effort, but you make it. And you and Matilda shove him inside the Iron Maiden together. She shows no feelings about this. This does not make her uncomfortable. You press the lid closed over him. It doesn't take as much strength as you'd assume it would to close over a real human with bones, but it's not nothing. You feel the pressure build, the resistance, and then the give as the spikes go through his fabric flesh.
Yeah.
From inside, you hear the faintest sound of something solid cracking open. The two of you exchange bewildered looks and haul the lid off again. The spikes have pierced the effigy all over, giving you awful shudders as you can't help but picture this being done to a person. And Matilda, well, if she feels the same, she hides it well, and she just pulls the effigy free. All the spikes slide out easily. But again, there's a slight sound from somewhere in the middle that suggests that there's something more than just stuffing inside this man. So you place the body on the ground and you poke and pry at one of the holes left by a spike, right below where the heart would be. And you feel the tiniest, maybe only as long and wide as your little finger, something wooden in there. If only you'd been able to pull this thing open right at the beginning, first thing when you walked into the room like you'd wanted.
You could have skipped the whole room.
It's a little something wooden, but perfectly positioned so that the spike would crack it at one end. You maneuver it out and look, and this is a little wooden box. And through its shattered end, you can see a curled piece of paper inside. You remove it, and you read the words on it aloud to Matilda.
My darling prize of a wife, I write here the words I would never tell another, and would only say now as I approach that place that is free of consequences. As you shall know, I have declared officially in my will that our eldest son shall inherit the throne. I have written that this is his punishment, a burden from which he cannot escape. I know you hate hearing this, but I cannot lie. I loathe the boy. His cheek, his upstart manner, his refusal to defer even to me, especially to me. And yet the truth is that our kingdom needs him. We are falling. I have made decision after decision, decree after decree, and each has had more disastrous consequences than the last. And before I made each choice, our son was there, delivering abusively that I was doing wrong, that he knew better. Every time he was correct. I refused to tell him so, and go to my grave satisfied that he shall have my glowering spectre, bringing him doubt and misery for his whole reign. His personality remains my greatest disappointment.
Phew. You look at Matilda, and you see that she is grinning?
This is it. We found what we're looking for. Quick, let's get out.
Huh? You read it again. Wait, this is the king's most treasured possession. That's nonsense. It's a list of insults from his father while talking behind his back to his mother. That's as far from a treasured possession as you can get. And, well, Matilda sees that you are totally unconvinced, and she gives you a little bit of a knowing, maybe pitying smile.
You don't understand. You must have grown up in a happy family, did you? Then I suppose this would be new information. There is nothing in the world that gives a feeling of triumph like a despised parent being forced to admit that you were right. I may not have known my grandparents, but I know my father, and I know without question that there is nothing in this vault, in this land, that he values more.
She takes the note from your hands and turns to head back up the stairs, and a bit numb, you follow her, back past Ronak and out into the field. You think you hear her say something about expecting your payment and even a bonus, which is good, you suppose. It's just a very strange feeling, having gained this sort of deeply personal insight into your royal family. In some ways it can be good to see your leaders as ordinary people with problems. But in other ways, you've just been told that petty vengeance against a dead man is more important to your king than literally anything else in the world. You can't help but feel concerned. Maybe it's a good thing that a regime change is on the horizon.
Congratulations.
With that, you have finished the room.
Hey, what a rush.
Did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah!
We did it.
Thanks for listening to Escape This Podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we discuss the escape room we just did with the guest we just had. This podcast is kept afloat by crowdfunding, so if you enjoy the show, why not support it on Patreon? There's weekly bonus audio for our $5 donors, monthly videos for our $10 donors, cryptic crosswords for our $20 donors, and anyone at any level can appear as an NPC in one of the rooms that Danny designs. And thanks again for listening.